Alright, what's going on, traders? Welcome back to another video. Today we'll be going over my pre-market analysis and also a live recording of today's session. Today is February 9th, 2025. Without further ado, let's get into it. So what you guys can see on my screen at the moment is the SPY chart, of 1 hour chart, and then down here we have the 30-minute chart. So the 1 hour chart, I noted SPY broke out of downtrend that I was having. Broke out that range Friday and today pre-market today, finding a higher support level. Looking to sit on my hands till I dictate direction. Will use order flow to confirm trades. So what I was looking at exactly was, as you guys can see, we have our level of demands, areas where sellers tend to step in and take over the stock, and then we have our area of supply and now our newly area of supply. So it had broke down from this at one point, right, as you guys can see, and then it ended up what as what I noticed is as what I noted, it came up, and then pre-market it's finding a higher support level, as you guys can see. So its previous area of resistance right here, its little resistance is now acting as a level of support. That means where sellers used to step in and take over the direction of the stock. It's an area where buyers are now holding it up pre-market. But as you guys can see, this is a huge move to the upside. So what I was looking to see was just be patient, be patient. It has a lot of downside potential, but at the same time, if if the buying pressure continues, I would be, you know, trying to look out for that, right? So as you guys can see, this is the 30-minute chart, and this is a closer picture of the one above. So pretty much we have our downtrend that I have drawn here, our areas of demand, our area of demand, right? Green is supply, 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 supply. And then, so what was happening here when I noted it was having a downtrend is it was having lower lows, a series of lower lows, and a series of lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. It had a lower high here, but in this instant, buyers took over, and they were at this point they were willing to pay higher prices, which ended up leading to a move to the upside, right? It ended up leading to a move to the upside, as you guys can see. And now pre-market it's pulling back right here. This is today. And then either we see a continuation to the move or rejection, a retracement of the move that it's had Friday. So let's get into the live video. Um, Before anything, I didn't take any trades, but I do want to go over some two trade ideas I had for the day, and I wasn't looking to. I was of course looking to execute if it met my standards, but I wasn't looking to jump into like the first sign of something looks good. Today's a Monday morning. We have the whole week you know, to trade, so I'm just looking to be patient. I'm looking to be patient. I'm looking to see what kind of direction the market gives us and looking to just overall just try to get a feel for the week. And I've tend to had usually my Mondays are red days. So today I was looking to be conservative and, you know, try to not start the week off with a red, right? So as you guys can see, we have our area of supply, pre-market support, pre-market resistance shown. And as you guys can see, we having a push down, and then it held supply, making a move to the upside. What we end up seeing here is what I start to notice is per candle volume is dying out. So I'm anticipating a pullback, right? So I'm anticipating a pullback at this point. Volume is still dying out. Buying volume still dying out. Volume still buying volume still dying out. So what I end up seeing at this point is it's coming into our area of demand, pre-market resistance, you know, and looking to see. I think I end up having the call. Yeah, I have a call open. What I ended up doing was I'm just being extremely patient. I don't even have my cursor over the buying. I'm just looking to be patient at the moment. But right here, as you guys can see, the volume's still dying out. There's more selling volume than buying volume per candle in this area. I think, uh, oh, so yeah, a huge wick to the downside ended up getting bought up. Whoever was in there long, they probably got stopped out if they had a stop order, which, as you guys can see, ended up making a move higher. It broke out of its little resistance range, and then it made a move to the downside. At this point, I was looking to short it. When was I looking to short? Okay, so right here, I was looking to get put a put. Once I saw this, the breakout of the range, and then an immediate retracement, which is a very bearish sign. You know, usually when people are looking for breakouts, this is an area where you can trap buyers. And what it does, it provides liquidity to those that are selling into the position with causing, you know, if in this case it's more selling pressure than buying, we're gonna see we're gonna pretty much see the people buying at this breakout, providing liquidity to those that are selling and that are being more aggressive. So at this moment, I'm looking to get my shares ready, still looking to be patient, and I got my two contracts. It ended up moving too quick. It ended up moving too quick. I didn't want to get into this stock this low. If I was gonna get in, it was gonna be probably at the bottom of this wick. I wasn't able to execute. It went without me, so I just let it be. I let it be. I'm like, okay. And one thing I want to keep in mind is that I've noticed when I do miss out on a trade, I end up taking bad trades. Like if I like for the most part, I have pretty good ideas when it comes to like what I want to look for. Like I had the spy puts open, right? My idea was to get into an area. I mean, knowing this is an area where the higher probability is to short. This is an area of demand. You know, my level is drawn out. Came into this area. It's starting to create a resistance. I'd be looking to short this rather than buy this, especially having to move up and no real pullback, right? Just trying to put odds in my favor. So my ideas are correct. My idea is there. The thing is, with this instance, I just wasn't able to execute. And especially it being a Monday, I think I was just being more conservative than anything based off of the data that I have, you know. I don't tend to do the best on a Monday. So if by probability, if Mondays aren't don't tend to be my best day, you know, I shouldn't be looking to take as much risk on. Uh, but that was a good idea nevertheless, right? And right here, as you guys can see, I have a call option open. Now I'm looking to trade on the buy side, it's having a retracement of this move. Um, Pretty much what I'm gonna end up doing. Oh, well, I tried to draw out a level. I clicked the VWAP and it didn't let me draw it out. So what I was gonna pretty much do is just draw myself a little visual. I ended up not even drawing it, but this was something that I did after the trade passed. But I'm looking to get into an enter long. Just looking to be patient, looking to be patient. And it just let's see. Right here, I'm looking to buy. I'm trying to calculate my risk right now. If I'm gonna get in at 80, 85 cents, it has to be at least 10-cent risk. This is a little under 10 cents. So my risk would have been a little more than 10 cents. And right here, buyers start to get in. And to me, I'm just like, okay, before it made that huge push up right here, because I remember clearly, um, I'm like, when it got to here, I'm like, if it can retrace a little bit back to where I would think is fair, I'm gonna looking to get in with the buyers that had just shown that they're present. Because I saw the buying volume, I saw the buying pressure, I noticed the level 2 time in sales. Pretty much what I wanted to see was just a bit of retracement. The move happened too quick. I wasn't able to enter as low as I wanted to. So I wanted to see it a little bit of retracement to try to get in a better entry, a better risk reward, and then have, just get myself in the position where I'm trading with those that buying pressure, the buyers that just stepped in into the market, as you guys can see. We can pause it anywhere. We're gonna see more buying. 800, 500, 500, 100, 500, 300, 200, 300. So buyers are outweighing sellers in this moment. Um, what did end up happening in this trade was the SPY premium retraced lower than the actual stock price. So as you guys can see, this is having a push up, higher high, higher low. Um, this one had a higher high, right? I mean, this pushed up. This almost came back to the previous low. As you guys can see over here, it didn't even come as close, right? So I don't even know if I was in the stock, I probably would have even got out break even. I probably would have missed the move, but um oh, yeah, this was the push down. So this still creating a higher low, but as you guys can see in the options premium, it created a lower low. So premium was getting smacked on this. Premium was getting smacked. So who knows if I really would have even got out. Depending on my entry, if I was to chase and I was 10 cents, 100% I would have got stopped out if I never took out profits. If I was, like my plan was to get a better entry, wait for a pullback, at least risk to this low of the candle, um, we probably would have been able to survive it. And not only that, maybe we would have even took out some profit at this point. But this was only a 2-to-1 right here. So what ends up happening is it comes into this period of consolidation. This move I wasn't really looking to take, in complete honesty. Reason being, it's if the entry point is up here, and this candle right here is only going about 10 cents down. Realistically, the last 3, 4 candles, even this whole range has shown this is an area where sellers are stepping in, and then this is about an area where buyers are stepping in, right? If I'm into if I'm to get in here and just risk here, it the probability of it pulling back to here is more likely based off of previous history than for it to just hold and then break right here, right? So it'd be like triple my risk if I was to put in the amount of shares and just risk to here. But realistically, this should have been the stop. So risk reward wasn't there, and I didn't want to double up shares just so I can have a tighter stop. so I didn't take this trade. This trade I wasn't even looking to try to get into, but this one ended up working. This ended up being the move of the day. And the last trade idea was this retracement, right? So as you guys can see, I ended up drawing that line I was stating earlier. This area of resistance became an area of support. This is where I was looking to buy, right? This is a new area of resistance, an area of demand, right? Where demand exceeds supply, an area where sellers are looking to, sell into. And then right here, this area of resistance is now acting as an area of support, which this would have been a pretty good trade, but at this point I missed two ideas. Well, I didn't execute on two ideas that I had, and I wasn't looking to execute after this. I didn't, I missed two pretty good ideas. Usually, if I miss out on the moves that I wanted to take, um, the probability of me chasing, or trying to make something happen is much higher than me actually looking for a high quality setup. So this is already trading higher than I wanted to trade it at. I wanted to trade it during a period of retracement. Even this area, it's halfway into the move up. It's already starting to get late. So this is an area that, would have been nice to buy. And then this, as you guys can see, the move just happened. And yep, yeah, that move just happened. So the resistance acted as a new support, not a continuation. Uh, this was the opposite. This was a previous support level acting as an area of resistance, and then a continuation of the move to the upside. But yep, that was pretty much my trade ideas for the day. Hope you guys found this insightful, and if you learned something, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.